Hey guys, it's CarGuy11. Welcome to another CarGuy11 Live. We have a pretty exciting show tonight. Definitely going to be talking about C8 Corvette and the options leaked that just happened at the end of last week. So pretty exciting stuff. But as we wait for people to come on and join us, let me review uh, my last video, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I think a lot of people did. It was getting the C7 out for the first time this season, and I explore whether or not my new non-run flat Michelin tires, the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's, got flat spots or not. I was a little bit worried because of them not being the run flats and not having as stiff a sidewall, but all things went well, and it was a cool video just to get the car out for the first time. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and hopefully you guys got your cars out. So let me know in the comments below and on the chat. And so far we have Dan in New Jersey. Hey Dan. Hey, CarGuy11, I'm home early today. Cool, cool. I'm glad you're joining us. This will be exciting for talk about options of C8, and I'd like to know if you're planning on upgrading. And then we have Billy. Welcome, Billy. Thanks for joining us. I like your video, CarGuy11. Thanks a lot. Yeah, and yeah, definitely join in tonight and participate. I'm always happy to see new viewers, and definitely spread the word because I do this every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So I've really been trying to do it weekly, and yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time. A lot of people participate, and even to watch it back, you could watch it on iTunes podcasts, and you can listen to it in your car or whatever. And also, you can, you know, obviously just replay it on YouTube. It's not too long. Try to keep it about a half an hour, no longer than a half an hour for sure. So, um, but anyway, we got Zach on. Hey Zach, thanks for joining us again. So no longer run flats. Are you relying on fix a flat? Well, I do have a tire repair kit in the car, and I have a portable air compressor. So, and I got those two items before my cross country trip last year. So definitely check out those videos. I let me bring it up here. I definitely um, was a little bit worried about that because right before the trip I got the new tires, and um, I was a little bit worried about getting stranded on that cross country trip. So I think in this video I talk about all the items I got for the cross country trip. But yeah, if you didn't watch that whole series, it's pretty great. So definitely check that out when you have time. It's a little mini series there. So, and Dan says, I need to get a tire inflator too. Glad you brought that up. Yeah, it's nice to have, and it plugs right into the cigarette lighter, so pretty easy. And it fits right in that little back area. The back wheel well fits right in there. So yeah, just stays there in case you'd ever need it. But on to today's exciting topic, and I'm sure a lot of you guys saw this. So I just want to kind of go in depth, look at the options, talk about them, see what's the same as C7, see what's different, but a lot of cool information. Of course, this is not 100% guaranteed. This could be, you know, a fake. It could be not all correct. They could be testing the system and not have it all populated, but there's a lot of things that are very believable. So let me just share the screen, and hopefully you guys could see this. I don't know if I can make it any bigger, but yeah, let me. Uh, okay, this actual screen might be a little bit hard to see, but basically, what I wanted to show you here as a start is it's going to be a 2020. It says model year 2020. So this is a very good sign that it's actually going to come out this year. Or what I mean is at least in the calendar year 2020. I'm estimating by next spring. So maybe a year from now we'll be seeing them. So that's pretty exciting in itself. Also, I think we talked about this maybe last week. The Stingray name is coming back. So the base model will be a Stingray, and it looks like that's the model they're going to start with, because that's the only model that they're mentioning in this in these leaked sheets right now. So to me that means C7 is going to go away. They're not going to produce C7 and C8 at the same time, because why would they have two Stingray models, you know, two Corvette Stingrays on sale at the same time? So I never believed that the C7 was going to be in production with C8, but there's a lot of publications that have stated that. I don't believe that. In addition, if they're starting with the base model, I don't think the price is going to go up that much. I mean, it will be a little higher than C7, but I don't think it's going to price it out of the market for a lot of people. So yeah. So name, model year to start, and then the next thing which I would like to talk about is the engine. So it's showing here an LT2, which is going to be a revised LT1. So a little more power, but same basic engine, 6.2 liter. Doesn't say 6.2 on here. Oh, yeah, it does. Sorry. 6.2 liter, direct injection, has the AFM, the four-cylinder mode, variable valve timing, high output, and it's going to be aluminum. The high output, I don't know if they described the LT one as high output. So I'm going to estimate, okay, we're at 460 right now. It's probably going to be like 480 to close to 500. They might try to squeeze 500 out of there. That would be really cool. Billy says, yeah, I can't wait to get a C8, but I think I'll still keep my C7 though. Yeah, that's what I'm debating too, you know, because that is going to be the last front engine Corvette. So it may be worth keeping. But anyway, yeah, so engine, we talked about previously possibly having the Dover Cam V8 as the base engine, the non-turbocharged, and then in the Z06 have like the turbocharged version. So yeah, so we see now, again, this isn't confirmed. This is not confirmed, but good good possibility we're just going to see a revision of the LT1 as the base engine. And that also brings up the point, should I upgrade if it's just going to be a version of the same engine I have? And that's another question. Maybe I wait for the Z06 version, you know, which is probably going to be the following model year. So that's, you know, I'm not 100% sure I'm getting a C8, but there's a lot of considerations, and you know, got to decide if if I do get the C8, should I just wait maybe for a more powerful model? But yeah, let's talk about the transmission next, though, because that's going to be all new, and that's a consideration for a lot of you as well. Hopefully, you guys can read this, but it looks like the transmission is no manual option. There's which we kind of thought, and it's going to be an 8-speed dual clutch. So this is kind of surprising because I know Tremec is making the 7-speed dual clutch for the GT500, and we thought that they would use the same transmission in the C8. I know mid-engine needs to reconfigure the case. And maybe that's what they did. And it doesn't say Tremec, but we're assuming it's going to be from Tremec. But they fit 8 speeds in there. Now, one theory I have is they chose 8 speeds because the new 911 has an 8-speed PDK, and they always copy off these 911s. That's why the manual transmission in the C7 has 7 speeds, because the 911 had a 7-speed manual. So they wanted to stuff one more gear in there just to compete with 911. But, you know, that's my opinion, but who knows? Dan says it should drive completely differently. That is true, Dan. That is true. Something I have to keep in mind. And to be honest, I'm happy with the power of the Stingray, the 460 horsepower. You know, I've driven the Z06 this past year, Greg's. I have it on the channel, and you really can't use that power on the street. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I have to think rationally too. So really, 460 or 500 horsepower is going to be plenty and good on the street. And I do track it as, of course, as well. But that's really all you need. So oh, and Billy says, I completely agree with you regarding the Porsche transmission. Yeah, they always want to compare it to a 911 for sure. So all right, let's move on here. Oh, and Zach says, how would C8 have to be better than GT4? I don't know if you're asking for me to buy or just in general, but GT4 is going to be a much smaller car, which I like, much more nimble, probably better handling even than the C8. But of course, it's going to not have the power of the C8. C8 is going to blow it away as far as power. Even with the upgraded flat six, if they put the 4-liter in, this doesn't have torque. Those Porsche engines do not have torque. That's one good thing the C8 has going for it, keeping a 6.2-liter big block engine, and will have plenty of torque. So yeah, it's really two different types of cars there. Mike, thanks for joining us. Is there a convertible coming out? If yes, hard top or soft top? I'm pretty damn sure there's going to be a convertible. It will be a soft top, but I have a theory, and I talked about this a little bit last week, that Cadillac will get a version, and that could possibly be a hardtop convertible, like they did with the XLR. They had the version of the C5 Corvette, and they did the hardtop. So that's what I'm thinking. So stay tuned for that. Zach says for you specifically. Okay, yeah. So I kind of answered it. I reserve judgment until I see both, but yeah, that will be a tough decision. One thing, the Porsche is going to be probably more expensive, but it will hold its value, which I like. The C8's going to be less, but they'll drop. a drop in value. So we'll have to figure that out. And Dan says, do you think you'd enjoy it without a manual? Yes, I still think I will enjoy it if it's a quick shifting PDK like automatic or dual clutch. That Porsche system is awesome. I may miss a manual though, to be honest. So that is a good reason to keep the C7 as well. I could see me missing the manual, but in the same way, I can see me really enjoying that quick shifting and rev match, up and down the gears, crackle and pop, and I mean that's going to be a different experience. So just in that transmission itself, it will be a different car. So all right, let's keep moving here. And next we got, well, not too much fun stuff, but the axle ratios are different. I mean, but again, 8-speed dual clutch and you know, we don't know exactly those ratios. The manuals right now have a 3.45 or 4.2. This I could possibly see as a Z51 and base ratio, the 3.62 as the base. And we do see here there is going to be a base and a Z51 suspension. So meaning two models to start again. So we'll have the Stingray and Stingray Z51, and we get the mag ride again. And these even the suspension codes are the same FE4. So that's exciting, but and good. They're still keeping a lot of traditional Corvette options and names. So that's why I kind of believe this. You know, this is true. The tire sizes are also exactly the same in the front, 245 in the front, 19s, and the back is increased over the Stingray. Stingrays have 285 in the back. These are now 305s, and I can see that because of the weight distribution. Kind of probably going to be more rear bias now, because right now it is already rear biased. So yeah, I mean that's good. Good. I'd like to see that, but to be honest, I'd like to see the front bumped up, because they are kind of small now in the front. But and then we got the wheels, and we have the same wheel colors. This normal silver, the black is carbon flash, like I have. Machine face is the two-tone, and then oh, this is new. Machine face with gray. For some reason, they don't have chrome, and that's very surprising. If they got rid of the chrome, so at least for some Corvette loyalists, the radio is going to be upgraded, of course. The two different seats. There's going to be the competition, and then the what they call GT2 body contoured. Now the question is, which one is more sporty? Because the competition now is the little bit more bolstering on the sides and the top seat you can get. They're saying the GT2 is the body contoured. So I don't know. I don't know which one is going to be what, but either way, the spy shots of the interior we saw looks like much improved seats in general. So that's exciting there. And then Z51 is going to have larger brakes again, and then of course the caliper colors. So black, yellow, red, and I don't know what edge red means. I don't know what the edge red means, but yep. So it looks like similar caliper colors, and then of course you got all kinds of stripes, carbon flash. I guess the black will be that carbon flash again. They're gonna keep with that, and then just some. These are just some interior trims, exterior trims. Okay, the interior. We got jet black. We got red. And then this is pretty interesting. We got the Twilight Tension Blue. And if you remember, that Tension Blue was the very bright blue, the special edition Grand Sport they had with the gray exterior and that very bright highlighter blue inside. So that would be pretty cool. I'd like to see what that looks like. And some black and gray, black and natural. Natural, I'm assuming, will be the tan. So, oh, hey, Matt Rosenthal, thanks for joining us tonight. And then we got some LPO or, options that are added in the dealer. Stingray logos, stuff like that. This is pretty neat. The mirrors. It looks like they're going to be power folding mirrors, which we never had in C7. I mean, they fold, but you have to manually do them. That's pretty cool. It's always nice to have the power folding mirrors. So that's a new thing for C8. The emblems, you can, again, choose chrome or carbon flash. I would always choose carbon flash. And then we go to the roofs. And again, similar to C7. We got the dual roof package, probably with the transparent. Yep, right here, transparent. And then the painted. And then you're also going to have the visible carbon fiber like we have today. And this is pretty cool. Again, we'll have the Targa top. So you don't necessarily need the convertible, but I believe the convertible will be offered as well. Now, no mention of the convertible in this in these yet, but convertible could also be delayed slightly compared to the coupe. But and then we have all the exterior colors, and we have a lot of the same ones that are on the C7. This Long Beach red, the Sebring orange, Arctic white. The ceramic, yeah, that's the same. Blade silver is the same. Black's the same. We have a new yellow, Accelerate yellow. Shadow gray is, I think that's a 2019 color. Correct me if I'm wrong. Torch red is the same. Rappa blue is new. That I like to see. And there's two blues, which is pretty cool. There must be a light and a dark blue. This Elkhart Lake blue is a 2019 color and very similar to my Laguna blue. And then this is interesting, this Zeus bronze. So I don't know how that's going to look. And let's see. These are looks like we're going to have leather and that suede option as well. So that's that continues the same. I'm not going to go through all of these. And let's see what else we have. All right. I think that's all the screenshots we have. And then I just want to go through some of these extra options. This is probably really hard for you to see. So I'm just going to try to read some of these off. First of all, the package names are the same. 1L2, 2LT, 3LT. And then let's see. We have, oh, well, it lists lumbar seat, which is great because I know my 1LT C7 does not have lumbar support, which I do like that. I have, sore back and I like the lumbar support. You're going to have the option of carbon fiber flash painted mirrors, which we do today. The powerful mirrors we talked about. It's going to have the EDIF just like today, electronic limited slip. And this is a Z51 car here that this mock order is. The NPP performance exhaust is also the same. And then let's see. Oh, we have a 12-inch gauge cluster. So that is right today we have an 8-inch. So that's a nice increase in size. I'm assuming it'll be a long screen, not a square like it is today. So it'll be a wider screen. Oh, this is a nice upgrade. We have a rear cross traffic alert. So we're going to actually get some some safety features. Some of the more active safety features. We're going to get the blind zone and the rear traffic alert, front and rear parking sensors. Well, I don't know about front, but it looks like it's finally going to catch up to some of the more modern cars here as far as safety equipment. They always shied away from that because of the added weight, but I think especially with the it's probably going to be harder to see out of with that mid-engine. I think they really have to get that at this point. So yeah, cross traffic alert. We have the performance video data and video recorder again, which is pretty cool. Theft deterrent system. It says front and rear view vision cameras. So again, today we do have the front camera on the 2LT and above for parking. So I'm not sure if it's the same or they're, more like a 360-degree camera or something like that. It says vehicle health management system. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, seatbelts in yellow. That's new. Excuse me. Today we can get them in black and red. So yellow is a new option. It will be an 8-way power driver's seat. I guess they're 8-way today. Memory. Performance traction management makes a comeback, and that's all your different stability traction control modes. Oh, it says mirrors. LT sensitive, full video display. I'm not sure exactly what this means, but I'm assuming it's the rear view mirror video screen that GM's doing on a lot of their cars now. So it'll be a regular mirror, and then a touch of the button, it'll turn to a video display. So that'll be pretty neat. Oh, yes, adjustable front lift height. So it's going to have that power lift for so you don't hit the front end like on driveways or curbing, stuff like that. So that's pretty neat. That's definitely a new feature. Typically, like the C7s have been high enough where you really didn't need it, and I don't need it, especially on a Stingray. But it'll be interesting to see if this is going to be lower or what. So maybe you really do need it on this car. Let's see, anything else here? Just going through the last few here. Oh, rear park assist. So rear park assist, not the front. Side blind zone alert. So we'll have those in the mirrors. And then the Bose performance audio system has 14 speakers now, not 10 or 9. 9 in the bass, 10 in the 2LT and 3LT, and this C8 will have 14 speakers. It's going to have a heads-up display, of course. Heavy-duty cooling system. Yeah, and that's about it. That's about it that I picked out from that. What do you guys think of any of those options? Definitely tell me in the comments below. What do you guys think of the engine options and the transmission? Those are the big ones. The options part, we'll get more details, but that was pretty interesting. The engine for me, the transmission, and the model year too. That it's still now going to be a 2020. We thought it was going to be a 2020, then we were thinking it was delayed. It's going to be 2021. We haven't heard anything on C7 2020. I really do think it is going to be, the C8 will be a 2020. And I think what they're going to do is build C7, 2019 C7s until, this summer, probably the beginning of summer. They're going to finish C7s. They're going to have a ton of stock of inventory, and that inventory will last until C8 starts production, probably in the winter of next year. So probably January they'll start production, somewhere around there, and they'll be rolling in the spring. So that's pretty exciting. It looks like it's not too much delayed and it's not too far away. Now let's get the car out and let's see it. I'm going to New York Auto Show in a couple weeks here. I don't think it'll be there, but there's a small chance. But yeah, I think we're getting closer, and of course there's been a ton of spy shots recently. And it's just, they're testing it. I think they need to test it without all the camo though. That's what they did with C7. They showed it, and then they had several months of testing without having to have all that camo on the car, so you get the full airflow and everything else. I think they need that. So we'll see. But all right, guys, I'm gonna end it there. It's been about half an hour, so definitely comment below if you have more ideas and more thoughts. And thank you for joining me. Definitely turn on notifications though, so you can get notified and watch us live and contribute. But thanks for everybody for joining, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.